Hello and welcome to the Weber channel. I am Jason, your host. We took a little bit of a detour because of that. The crossing that part was going to be a little bit dangerous. So we're going to go up here instead. Woohoo! Beep beep. So what are we going to talk about now? So I've talked about the early stages of the coping strategies. And a lot of those coping strategies were just to survive. Literally just to survive. Because I was always depressed. I didn't know it was bipolar, but it was. And I didn't know that I was autistic. Even though it was in my notes from my freaking doctors. And I only got to see those notes when they did my autism assessment when I was bloody 40. When they started my autism assessments in the 50s and that, because no one ever told me. But to be fair to them, to be fair to everybody, you've got to remember, do I want to cross over to the other side? My instincts tell me I want to be on the other side, but that is I'm going to continue up on over here. We're going a different way. We'll make you up into town some point in time. Oh. I am so lucky that I had an affinity with technology. I mean, let's face it, this what I do now. Oh, I'm glad I didn't cross over there. Some big curbs there. This is the thing with going places that I don't know. There can be places like this that are so old and that they have the old kind, really high curbs. So we have to watch these things. So I'm going to be going up here. Okay, so let's talk about I haven't done a talk on my disabilities in full for a while. Before we do, let's let's cross over. I don't know where to go from here. I've got a bit of a quandary on at the moment. I'm good. I feel like going somewhere else, so we're going to go down this way. Get down here and go around this corner. Go around those. I just felt like going there, here. Let's get up here. We're going to go for a little ride round these streets. Whee! I just want to get onto the main road up there. For some reason I want to wander around a little bit around these side streets. Wellington Street. Where does Wellington Street go? Does it go all the way up there? Nope, Wellington Street stops up there. So let's go this way. And so, what was I talking about? I have no fucking idea what I was talking about. No, I've completely and totally lost the plot. Got so distracted by what I was doing. So, my brain is just frazzled out and is going a direction I don't know. Does this go all the way up? Let's get up here. What was I talking about? My brain has gone completely blank and got distracted with going down a new road. Completely distracted. My brain has just gone whoop-de-doo. Oh, this is quite a steep road. Right, look back on here, and I still have no idea what I was talking about. This is completely gone out of my head. Oh well, we'll just chat. I love going up here and going around all this. Yep, my brain has just completely lost the plot. That happens sometimes. Oh yeah, I was talking about my disabilities. You have just seen a prime example. That's perfect. That's perfect. I got this. That comes under the preview of ADHD and autism. Okay, we're going to stop in a minute. I'm going to put gloves on. So it's getting cold, my good friend. So we'll stop here. So we'll just stop there. Right. Just getting my gloves out. Right. My gloves are here. I shall put them on and make sure my hands are clean. It's 8 degrees out. It's not too much of a bad problem. Oh yes. We now have my gloves on. I am back to being warm on my hands. Okay. So. If I wasn't on this mobility scooter, in fact, if I stopped this mobility scooter right now and got off it and walked more than about 2 foot away from it, there's a chance I would just freeze up. That I would become non-functional. I am classed as, when I'm outside the house, when I'm not in my safe space, when I'm not in my mobile safe space, which is the Quingo, when I am not connected in these ways, I am classed as a non-functioning autistic. I get very much overwhelmed very easily. I need an anchor, I need a connection. This Quingo gives me that connection. So you see me going around on this. But without it, it's so bad that basically before I had this canopy on this really nice canopy that we've got now, before that I went and bought another canopy to put on to see whether that would be better, because it was cheaper. Just across here, and I decided I wanted to put it on myself, so I bought it at the place. They brought it outside to the car park, and I started to fit it myself. And the moment I got out of my Quingo, the moment I started to move around away from it, I started to freeze up. And so what would have been like a 15-minute job maximum just to put this canopy on became about a 30-45-minute job, because I had to keep stopping and going and sitting back inside the Quingo and connecting myself to my safe space before I tried it. Just being 2-3 feet away from it could cause me to start to disconnect from the world and freeze up and just go catatonic. So that's how bad it can be for me when I'm not connected in some way. So yeah, this is why I've got so many coping strategies, so much technology around me. This is why having this, even the Quingo's digital display in front of me helps me. Having the rear-facing camera, which is an LCD screen technology, helps focus me. The whole system of this is an electronic, wonderful, calibrated device that makes me happy. Therefore, it helps me to stay focused and connected to the world. It's not perfect, and if I see a lot of people, or there's a lot of people around, it can become very, very overwhelming for me. But it's better than nothing. It allows me to leave the house. This is an independence, and I spent like 3 years stuck in the house, basically not going out at all. And now I can go out and just go for a wander. It took a long time for me to develop a complete trust in this vehicle and so on, and that's why I've taken on most of the actual stuff myself. Just want to try to do something on my phone. I need to do, yeah, that's better. My Garmin little thing was doing something weird. It's doing it again. Stop it. Stop it. I don't know why that's on. There. I'm hoping that'll just stay on there. It's bothering me when my little Garmin does weird things. So, then there's my bipolar. You see, I've got...
See what she's done there?
My official diagnosis is autism spectrum disorder with comorbidities in bipolar type 2 and ADHD. Now, this doesn't mean that they're all separate. It doesn't mean that they're all... They all amalgamate into one weird, crazy set of stuff that causes multiple issues, from depression, distractions, and strange, weird things that go in my head. I can be incredibly self-destructive and distracted and in pain from multiple different things. I can fall apart, I can have health anxiety, I can have things thinking, and all the coping strategies that allow me to function. All of my stuff that I have in the house keeps me going. The thing is, there's a lot of people worse off than me. A lot of people worse off than me. I mean, seriously. I should have put on my second pair of trousers on. I'm getting cold. I don't like being cold. It bothers my brain. It's okay. I love when people just walk into stuff like that. So yeah, I'm very distracted because there's a lot of people here. I think we're going to head home. We're taking it nice and slow. It's a good job that I'm so aware of the stuff around me with this vehicle, because the amount of people that I would have hit accidentally because they just walk straight in front of you is crazy. They just don't seem to have any kind of the Stokey way. He created the Stokey way. Distracted, yeah. So I can become very distracted. One of the reasons I see. Okay, so we'll stop this and start a new video now.